All right, here is our first play, and you're going to see this. It's going to happen at the end of the play on the right of the screen. Here it is on the right. It happens on the right. You're going to get a close-up of this right now. And here's the close-up. There it is. You see the action. All right, excellent. We got about 14 people. Show our results. All right, I love this. We got 40% that said UNS. We have 33 UNR. Ooh, we got 20 that are going to do a double whammy on this. And 7% said something else. Bill, on this play, what do you think? Are you going to go UNR, UNS, both, or are you just going to talk to them?
Well, no, it's not talk to. And your game situation may dictate a little bit too what your final decision is with how you treat this player. The key thing is that and correct me if I'm wrong, high school, because this is a contact foul, wouldn't they want that as a UNR?
So if you're going to rule that as a contact, if you're going with that, that's a UNR. But let's just keep that. So I like what you're saying, Bill. I'm going to bring in Robert. What do you got? What are you hearing?
All right, great commentary from the members. I did get some good intel from a member on why they had both, Tim, which I wanted to share with everyone. Elias up there in the northern suburbs of Chicago said he's got a UNR for the contact, and then he follows that up with the dead ball UNS with the clap. So that's the justification for his 2 flags.
Okay.
If you do have the UNS, you are going to record your UNS on your scorecard because that will count as 1 towards 2 for that player. But thank you, Elias, for sharing your comments.
Okay, and Robert, what would you go? If you're the back judge and you have this, are you going one or the other or both? What's your thought?
Yeah, in fact, I've had many of these in my career, and I'm throwing my flag straight up in the air because I got a UNR. It is contact; it's unnecessary, and I'm going to communicate to the coach on why we call it. We're not going to stand for that type of contact unnecessarily in our contest tonight.
Let's walk through it, and we're going to see. Now, this is definitely late. This is definitely late, and now you're right. Here comes the second act. This is the second act of clapping and saying and talking. All right, now this is my personal feeling on this play. There is 2 fouls there. Technically, there's 2 fouls there. You've got the UNR for the contact. Remember, in high school, if it's a contact foul, just like Bill was alluding to, just like both Robert and Mike, if it's a contact foul, it has to be a UNR unless it's flagrant. If it's flagrant, then we can do something else like fighting, kicking, punching, stuff like that. Then we can call it a disqualification or ejection. But a play like this, if it's contact, it has to be a UNR. The verbal part or the taunting, that's your UNS. If I am on this, I am seeing both. And I'm just going to, the way I would report it to the referee is I have a UNS for the clap. And if somebody said, well, what about the push? I said, I saw that too, but I'm penalizing the UNS. And the reason why is I know what Bill was saying, and Elias, I think 30 yards is a lot. And yeah, did he earn it? I guess you can say he did. But from a game management side of things, I'm probably going with the UNS. Because to me, that has more teeth. And the reason that has more teeth is because of the punch. Because we're saying, now you've punched 1 ticket towards your disqualification. It's 1 foul towards disqualification. I think that has a little bit more teeth because of that. And because I'm able to go with the taunt, with the clap, I can move it to the UNS and just say, I'm saying it was all 1 act. And it's the verbal that what I'm going to actually penalize, because that's what I saw and that's what I heard. That's just me personally. I'm gonna rub Robert in. I see Robert smiling here real quick, and Robert, I mean, understandable, right?
Yes, in fact, a lot of members are aligning with you, Tim. I'm getting a lot of amens. I agree with Tim. Your argument is well said. Does have more teeth in it, and it's driven a lot of commentary in the text box in that regard. So You're going to have not everyone. You're not going to have 100% of all the officials that are saying that's a UNS for whatever argument they have. But we definitely have to penalize this type of behavior.
No, absolutely. You got to get, and if you're going to go with the contact, it's a UNR. If you're going to go with the voice, the clap, it's a UNS. If you're going to go both, that's 30 yards. And I mean, Bill, we'll finish this up with Bill, and then we'll move on to our next one. Bill, you're good with going 30 yards on this one?
It's not my fault. It's his fault. Coach can deal with it,
Okay, well, I mean, that's fair. All right, well, I appreciate everybody participating. We had 23, awesome. Just to give you the final results, there we go, 48, 30, 22, excellent, appreciate that. 22% went both, so 22% are with Bill. They're gonna go both ways on this one. They're gonna go 1 and 2. But just remember, that UNR, don't punch the ticket. Don't say, oh, he's getting 1 towards disqualification because of the UNR. Remember that we do not do that in high school. It's got to be the UNS.